is.
From the seas to the street, got the maritime beat. From the seas to the street, get about your seats. From the seas to the street, the most wanted fleet. From the seas to the street, with buccaneer technique. From the seas to the street, got the maritime beat. From the seas to the street, get about your seats. From the seas to the street, the most wanted fleet. From the seas to the street, with buccaneer technique. From the seas to the streets, to the mic, to your speaker. Every other MC on the oceans is weaker. Royal Navy can't.
I'm just going to play this the whole time. We're not going to do a show. Pirate rap, man. I got a whole pirate rap album. Captain Dan and the Scurvy Crew.
So this is totally new.
Yeah.
Last time, I don't remember this.
No, this is brand new.
Brand spanking new.
Captain Dan and the Scurvy Crew does nothing but pirate rap songs. Pretty fucking sweet. Welcome to the Brink of Sanity, episode 55.
5-5, double nickel.
Where'd 54 go? In the garbage.
Yeah, I didn't see it on the website.
Eliminated.
Yeah, it didn't pass the screening test, the rigorous tests I run on the episode.
It went through editing, and it was edited out completely.
Yeah, I edited out all the unfunny parts, and then it was just the intro song. And actually, I didn't use a funny intro song last time, so delete it all. It'll be in the
best of.
Yeah, the best of. Or, if I make like a bonus content section, that'll be the grand prize. You
the
get
B-sides.
Free, crappy episode.
It'll be on the John the Hagen special episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Episodes
yep,
1,
it'll go in there with episodes 1 and 2. And that's it. So, thanks for joining us today. You could call us 631-676-1181. Even when we're not live, you can call that number and leave a voicemail. And we can play voicemail on the show. Pretty fucking high tech, huh?
We've come a long way.
No telemarketers, please.
And if you leave a message, I might even be able to figure out how to retrieve it and play it. No
let
guarantees,
Let me rephrase that last statement. Jay, you've come a long way since I quit.
Yeah, let's get into that. Why did you quit?
Yeah, Bry's back. This is the official Jump the Shark episode, as we're bringing back old guests from the past.
I'm being very unprofessional. We have Brian the Doc here today.
Ratings will be down for this episode, probably, but,
Well, that's what you bring to the table. You bring negative listeners.
Yeah. I'd like to make a quick comment about that opening theme song. It sounded like that song should have been like a WWE wrestler's like entrance music or something.
It should. They needed like a pirate wrestler. All the wrestlers now look the same. They all wear like the G-string, what is it, Speedos?
Speedo.
Yes. Yeah.
Do we really need that?
Well,
are they trying to get female viewers, or like did they just run out of ideas? They used all the good ideas in the 80s with Captain Lou Albano.
I think they're all like Will Ferrell. They just don't like having clothes on.
Yeah, that could be too.
Yeah, it could be. And I'm not a big fan of that. I'm losing my voice 2 minutes into the show.
It's a good sign.
I'm not really a fan of that.
Good times.
Yeah, well, me and Doc, we're not going to carry the show, so you can back.
We, I don't know. I'm going to have to either drink a lot more or a lot less. I can't figure out which one. Since I can't drink less, I'm just going to...
Yeah. Drinking less is never the right choice.
No, although sometimes it seems like it should be.
Yeah.
Not today, though. Drinking extra Captain today because last week I tried whiskey and it was just an angry show.
Yeah.
And that doesn't translate into laughs.
Yeah, whiskey makes my stomach angry.
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't... No, SoCo. That does it for me.
Ugh.
Well, anyway, back to Bry quitting. 25 episodes and then a quit. What was up with that, Bry?
My heart just wasn't in it. You had all these, what you wanted to do. You wanted to buy all this equipment, make a website, do all that shit, and I just wanted to fuck around and curse a lot, and I just couldn't get, I was half-assing it, I admit. I wasn't into it, and I didn't want to hold you back while you had your heart set into it, so I stepped aside, and now that you're doing better, I'm going to come back and act like I was a part of it the whole time.
Take all the credit.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to have a show that didn't sound like complete ass. Because
the ratings were, if the ratings go down on this episode and then they spike back up after I'm gone, then I'll know that it was me and my quitting was actually like the best thing for the show.
That's true. It's a good way to gauge it.
kind of like when Jackie left. Well, no, actually, the opposite of when Jackie left the Howard Stern show.
But did the ratings go down after he left?
I don't know, but the show sucks now. So.
Well, that's true. Does anybody even have Sirius? I don't think
I do.
I've met one person. All right, now I know two people.
I have it in my car.
Okay, everyone has Sirius except me.
I actually love it.
I think a lot of new cars have, like, it's part of the package.
Yeah, but nobody's buying them. They're not making them anymore, so.
They're not making it anymore?
No, they're not making new cars anymore because nobody's buying them.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I don't know why you'd buy a new car right now. Unless you're
Actually,
you. The doc just bought a new car. Everything I try and say nobody has, like, it's just totally failing today.
I've had Sirius since December of 2005. I got it when I switched jobs, and I was working in my car all the time. And I bought this one radio, and I never had a problem with it for 3 years. And in November, my car got broken into at work, and my radio got stolen, and my sunglasses got stolen. And
Jesus.
I had the biggest pain in the ass time trying to get like a new radio and everything. And it's just been such a nightmare since that. The company's like going bankrupt and probably shutting down soon. And I just want them to do it because my radio is such a piece of shit now, and I'm so pissed about it.
Which company is going bankrupt?
Serious.
Oh, really? That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's
Like,
Howard? Well, maybe they shouldn't have gave Howard Stern like $1 billion a year.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
So
It's just a pain in the ass.
Is he moving to? Is there still XM? I'm totally out of the.
No, they
radio.
merged.
Oh, okay. So they're just going to be back to FM.
Basically, yeah.
Ugh.
Well, no, that's good because all those people are going to get into podcasting, and then they're all going to not listen to this show, but they'll be listening to other podcasts. So it'll be good for podcasters with listeners. Adam Carolla did it.
It'd be good for, like, if there was something, if Sirius goes down, something that's accessible by car, because a lot of people spend time driving. It'd be good to.
Well, I think they're all going to have built-in internet access, so you can like download podcasts while you're driving.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I don't know anyone who has that right now.
One of the things they need to get into is like Wi-Fi and like
Definitely.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, if they get Wi-Fi and then like iTunes in a car, then everyone will be all set.
Yeah, I can actually plug my iPod into the car, and so like I can download it to my iPod and then listen to it.
That's
through
awesome.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't have internet
mic,
access
too.
or anything.
Yeah, but if you could put it all on your iPod.
Yeah,
put
that's
your
what I'm
iPod
doing.
in
I
your
actually do
iPod.
listen to the show now.
Oh, yeah?
It's on my iPod. Yeah.
No wonder we had that one listener spike in ratings last week. I noticed.
Well, no, I downloaded it a while ago, so it wouldn't have been that.
Oh, okay.
It was just on my. I just didn't listen to it, but it was on my iPod.
Did you hear how long it took Adam Carolla to get 1 million downloads?
Like 3 seconds.
An hour?
2 episodes. 2 episodes. And he did it in back-to-back days, so really like 24 hours.
And he sucks too.
Yeah, he's kind of lame.
Well,
He's not
He was
the
funny
worst.
on the Man Show, and that was about it.
Yeah. I mean, there's people worse than him, but you know, he's not that good.
the show's all right. I mean, I don't know if it warrants that many listeners, but, you know, I listened to the first 3 episodes. It wasn't bad. I thought the first one sucked, and then the next 2 were good.
He used to do morning radio. He took over on the West Coast when Stern left.
Yeah, he got fired.
Yeah, I know.
So then he jumped on the bandwagon, and
Stole your idea.
Yeah.
he did. He's like, well, it's working for Jay. Jay's got like 34 listeners. Let me try. Oh, 1 million. Sorry, Jay.
Oops.
Sorry, man.
Like, I heard Fry quit. Jay's doing well now. I got to corner the market here on these podcasts.
I better take his 34 listeners and multiply it by 1 billion.
Quash his puny little dreams of getting to 100 listeners. Fuck him. So anyway, we almost didn't have a show today.
Yeah.
There's a new thing that I have. It's called guest host canceling on the day of the show. And last week it was Max. That was his first episode, and last. You can't cancel on your first episode.
No,
That's you can't do that.
Yeah.
As small and shitty as this show is, it actually is a show, and there are people who try and listen to it. So you can't do that.
I made the big sacrifice of walking over 9 feet to come.
You
join
did.
this
You
show.
stepped up. You you hit pause on your little battle, and you came over here.
It took me like a second and a half to commute over here, but it was worth it.
You stepped up because already canceled at 7:27 for a 7:30 show, and Bri almost did, but didn't.
I tried to cancel at 6 o'clock, but
Jay threatened to murder him, so.
Bri tried to destroy his apartment.
I had an emergency, but it kind of, sort of, semi-resolved itself so far.
What happened?
Well, I decided to make myself a nice dinner tonight, and made some pasta, grilled some shrimp, some rolls.
If I had pasta and shrimp, I probably wouldn't do the show either.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm going to run to the bathroom pretty soon anyway. But, no, so, I cook a little garlic, a little spices, and so I opened my window because it's a nice day, and I have this old piece of crap light ceiling fan in my kitchen, and that I've wanted to replace for like a year, and I'm just too cheap and lazy. And so I turned the fan on to kind of air the place out a little, and make my dinner, and I'm sitting in my dining room, and I'm eating, and I keep hearing this noise, and I'm like, who cares? I'm eating. I don't, drinking wine, eating. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And I finished my meal. Actually, no, I didn't finish my meal. I went to get some more wine.
You went to throw up.
I walk into the kitchen, and my ceiling fan is like half hanging down from the ceiling.
Oh, God.
Like almost like at a 90-degree angle so that the blades are like hitting the ceiling.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on. It's running.
Oh, no.
Was there like
Now it looks like a windmill because it's perfectly straight up and down.
Was there like an earthquake that I didn't know about? Or?
I was like, shit, that's not good. So I shut the switch off real quick and basically got out the old stepladder and the screwdriver and had to take it apart. Those things, they're not exactly easy to take down. You got to take down the lights fixture first, then you got to take all the blades off, then you got to take the main thing off, then you got to undo all the wires, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I thought for sure I was going to get electrocuted. Meanwhile, I'm still drinking a glass of wine while I'm doing it.
Nice.
So I finally got the thing off. Now I have no light in my kitchen, so I'm not going in there for the rest of the night. But I just have a bunch of loose live wires hanging down from the ceiling.
Sweet.
So,
Time to invite some ex-girlfriends over.
Yeah.
Might have the old electrical fire tonight. Who
If
knows?
you decide life's not worth it,
Yeah. So
Yes.
now I need an electrician to come over, and it looks like the mount that they install is kind of shot, so I need to get a new one. And I suppose I could, have my dad do it or something, but I'd like to have an electrician look at it just to make sure that we don't kill ourselves doing it.
See what happens when you buy your own place?
No, I know. Well, I know a couple of electricians. The husband of a lady I work with is an electrician. He put a ceiling fan in my bedroom like a month and a half ago. And when he was over, I was showing him my hot tub, and like a week later, she goes to me, "Oh, he said your hot tub's not up to code, and it could be dangerous to be in it." But he hasn't, and he said he would fix it, but he hasn't come back to fix it
I'll
yet.
just give you a ticket instead.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you might die. Yeah, but I'm not coming over to do it.
Don't you just buy a hot tub and then you turn it on? Like, how is it not up to code? They sell it?
No, you have to get an electrician because you have to get a specific, a separate circuit with certain wattage and everything. And basically, it's fine. It just, like, I guess there's supposed to be like a cover over the wire.
I'm learning a lot of stuff today.
I didn't know we're doing home improvement today.
I didn't know any of this shit. Now my dreams of having a hot tub in the bathroom.
So I bother her every day. I'm like, oh, yeah, the hot tub. I want to have a hot tub party, but I can't because we might get killed. And so now maybe if I could get him over to fix my ceiling fan and tell her that I have no light in my kitchen, then maybe I could get him to do both jobs at once.
Mm-hmm.
And then I told the guy I work with, I got really drunk at the Chinese New Year party, and I told his girlfriend that I would have a hot tub party if she brought a couple of friends over for me. And apparently she took that seriously, even though we both know it was drunk talk.
Oh, yeah.
So
Drunk
she's
talk.
bugging me.
You are a pretty good wheeler and dealer when you're drinking, though.
Oh, yeah, I'm the best.
You always like to negotiate, and but you make ridiculous negotiations where both sides benefit you, but you make them think that they're like talking you down. They're like, no, I'm not bringing over 5 friends, Brian. I'm only going to bring over 3. And you're like, well, can't we just settle for 4? And
that's
like,
what I tried to tell her that. I was like, listen, you got to come over and you got to bring 3 friends. And then I narrowed it down to 2 because I was like, if you bring over 1 and she doesn't like me, then I'm stuck. So I need like a backup plan.
Right.
And then this is a horrible story, but I was on Facebook and I kept getting all these, people you may know, things.
Mm-hmm.
And so this blonde lady kept popping up, and I'm like, who the hell is this? And I'm looking, and the mutual friends are him and his girlfriend. So finally one day I go to him. I was like, who's this blonde? She keeps popping up my people I may know. I was like, she's pretty hot. He goes, what's her name? I said, I don't know. I don't remember. So he's like, well, I'll go look and see who's blonde and who we know, whatever. and I'll let you know who it is. So the next day at work, he comes in and he goes, dude, that's her mom.
And Bry's like,
So
yeah.
I said, well, tell her she's invited to the hot tub.
Game
and she
on.
wants to come over, but
That's awesome.
so
Well,
I
you
got
don't
some
like
nasty
women under
comments.
45 anyway, right? So
I got some nasty comments about that one, but no, I've expanded my base now.
move down to 35.
Yeah, 35 to 45 is a nice
Only if they have a
wheelhouse.
kid, though, right?
No, they don't have to have a kid. That's
That's just
Wow,
bonus.
you've grown in the 8 months since you did the show.
I have matured. Yes,
Good times.
I've conquered that market, so I have to expand it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So
So I have a couple live wires in the old kitchen here, and I've had like 4 glasses of wine, and my dishwasher's been running for 2 hours. I don't
See
know
what
why.
happens next.
Yeah.
it's like, what's going to happen first? Bri gets electrocuted or the show ends? I don't know.
Well, if I want to get electrocuted, I could just go in the hot tub, I guess.
I'll vote for Bry's apartment's on fire.
I'm going to vote for
Yeah.
alcohol poisoning. And as he's rushing to the car, because he's going to drive to the hospital,
On
even though he has
fire.
alcohol poisoning.
He's gonna be on fire.
Then he'll get electrocuted, but it'll be one of those electrocutions where his hair gets set on fire. So he's going to drive to the hospital drunk with his hair on fire, and then crash.
Speaking of alcohol poisoning, I almost died on Chinese New Year back in the night before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you were saying how you were going to drink 4 Scorpion Bowls.
Yeah, I ended up drinking somewhere between 4 and 5. And
Now, for those people who don't know what Scorpion Bowls are, why don't you explain?
it's like a 24-ounce drink of like the juice is like orange juice and like pineapple juice, I think, and then there's like 151 rum, gin, Chambord, something else, like 5 or 6 shots per drink, and I had like
It's like a Long
5.
Island iced tea on crack.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like a Grateful Dead, which
The
I
drink
can't
come
get in
from-
New York.
yeah,
Do they have those in Connecticut?
I probably.
I can't get those in New York at all. It's basically a Grateful Dead's Long Island iced tea with grenadine instead of sour mix. And I guess I could just say that, right? I just solved my problem. I was go to the bar and say,
Yeah.
"Can I have a Grateful Dead?" And they're like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, but it's hard to say more than like 1 or 2 words to the bartender. It's loud. And,
Yeah,
Well, yeah, especially the way I drink. I was like, "Can I have a big cup of alcohol?"
yeah.
especially if your tits aren't hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You're lucky to get a Corona.
You got to like plea bargain to get a drink over there.
Yeah. So I had somewhere between 4 and 5 of them over about 4-hour span. Basically, the drinks are for 2 people. When you get them at a restaurant, they give you 2 straws.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they are. And things were going well. I was pacing myself nicely, and then there was this asshole that was at the bar, who I had
It was
seen.
Bry.
No, I wasn't the asshole yet. There was this other asshole who I saw like 2 years ago one day at the place, and he was trying to tell me that he had the record for the most Scorpio Bowls. It was 5 or 4. I don't remember what he said. And I was like, no, you don't. I drank 6 once, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, you want to go? You want to have a drinking contest right now? And meanwhile, it was a Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock.
Always a great
And
idea.
I walked in with my dad. My dad ordered food to go, and so I just had a little Scorpion Bowl. I call him the kid size. And he had a beer while we were waiting for the food. He's like, you want to have a Scorpion Bowl drinking contest right now? I'm like, no, I'm on my way out. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not a degenerate. So this guy, he's
10
like,
minutes
oh,
later.
yeah, you can't drink them, that's why. So this asshole was at the party drinking freaking Bud Light, and he had like 2 of them the whole night. And he's like, oh, yeah, my record. I was like, fuck your record. I'll kill your record. He's like, you can't beat my record tonight. And I was like, watch me. So I started,
Sounds like an
nobody
80s
calls,
movie.
yeah.
it was like Marty McFly. Nobody calls me chicken.
Yeah.
So I started drinking and then he left, so he wasn't even there at the end of the night. And then I blacked out about an hour to go in the party, and I got a hotel room down the street where I was, I walked, but my friend from work ended up bringing me home or to the hotel room, and I got really, really sick in the middle of the night, and I was just throwing up into the garbage can. And I think I was either something happened where I think I just sort of passed out in the middle of throwing up, and I just dumped the garbage can all over myself. Like I just dropped it, so I just woke up just covered. And I woke up
You're just
still
like,
drunk.
fuck.
I woke up at
Did you say you didn't want to be a degenerate, or what happened?
This is a work day now, right?
what's that?
This is a work day now, right?
No, it was a Saturday night.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know, it was the night before the Super Bowl, actually.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, and so I woke up at like 6 a.m, and I was just like, "Oh my god, this is the worst experience of my life. My body's red. I'm covered with, disgusting whatever." So I hopped in the shower. Luckily, I had a change of clothes. I throw on my change of clothes, go over to McDonald's because I'm like, "Wow, I'm hungry." Oh, because I threw up for 4 hours. That's why I'm hungry. So I grab food and I'm driving home, and I'm like 2 miles from my house, and I'm like, you know what? I'm still drunk. And I'm going to be sick again. And so I pulled over and I spit up all over my windshield. That was fun. Opened the door, threw up outside of the car. Almost got my door taken off on the highway. I went back to my house and just passed out. And it was just a rough day for the Super Bowl.
That's an awesome story.
It was fun. I had a good time. And then the guy
Sounds
from work
fun.
texted me the next day, and he goes, "Yeah, my girlfriend said Friday will be good." So I write back and go, "What the hell was Friday?" Apparently, I promised a hot tub party at my house. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's not going to happen. That's
It's just a figure of speech.
yeah, we're going to have to postpone that one."
That was a figure of drunk.
Was I with you that time I went to Boston with no place to stay?
I was with you that time.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We went to a party because I knew of a party, but I didn't know of a place to stay. So we decided to go to Boston for this party. I met some girl at the party, and she let us stay over her place.
That's awesome.
And then we woke up in the morning, and Brian's like, "I'm hungry." I'm like, "All right, let's go to breakfast." So I look at her, and I don't know why, but I go, "Do you want to go to breakfast?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, it's just a figure of speech." I don't think it would have been a big deal to bring her to breakfast. I don't know how I did that.
Yeah, I know.
That was a fun weekend, and she let us stay again the next night.
I know, she did.
Yeah, even though you
Yeah.
made that comment.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know why she let me stay another night.
When you got it, you got it, I guess.
Yeah, what can I say? That was,
She wanted you.
back in my college days before I decided that I should gain 60 pounds.
That was before To Catch a Predator.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody knew. Nobody really knew who was who. So
Yeah, good luck pulling that off now.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who you are, but I'm just gonna crash on on your couch. Is that cool? Yeah,
Nobody
sure.
even has parties anymore, for God's sake.
They're not so much scared of the predators. They're scared that that creepy guy is gonna come out of their kitchen. I'd be pissed
Have
off.
you seen that new Pizza Hut commercial for the stuffed crust?
No, I don't think so.
No.
That's what happens when you download every show.
Yeah, I don't really watch TV.
Legally, of course, but
Yeah.
There's a commercial for Pizza Hut has they call it the new stuffed crust, but they've had stuffed crust for 100 years.
Yeah.
yeah, haven't they
And
had that
it's
since
like-
like '96?
It's like hidden camera, and it shows these guys like, wow, they're eating pizza in the kitchen, and it looks just like the kitchen from that house. And it's all these like degenerate looking like sketchy guys, and like, wow, there's cheese in the crust here.
There's cheese in the
So they
crust
must have shot
since
it right before that
1997.
What a
Yeah.
novel concept a decade ago.
Yeah.
Which one is the chain that thinks that they're they can do everything? They got pasta, they got sandwiches, they got
Sbarro's? I don't know.
no, it's Pizza Hut or Domino's? I don't know which one.
Yeah.
One of them is like trying to take on Subway and Olive Garden. at
Doesn't
the same
Subway
time.
make pizza now? Like they all try to
Everyone has to do everything.
Yeah.
It's like just pick one thing you're good at and keep it that way because
Yeah.
you're probably barely good at that.
Yeah,
anyway.
I don't go to Subway to have pizza. I mean, that's stupid.
I went to McDonald's the other day for my once a year I get McDonald's.
Yeah, why?
Well, it takes me about a year to forget why I don't eat
Yours-
McDonald's.
are yours 7 days now?
Yeah.
This is this is a reverse commercial for McDonald's, by the way.
365 minutes in a year, right?
I didn't think. I didn't think years were a week long.
So I go over there, and last time I was there, they didn't have that Angus burger, so I got that.
Burger King has it.
What was it?
Burger King has the anus burger.
Yeah, I got the McDonald's anus one, and it tasted like salt on a bun. It was the grossest thing.
Yeah, I feel like the burgers at most fast food places have like no taste. I don't, Yeah, it's just like eating cardboard.
There's some good ones. Like Wendy's is
Wendy's
good.
is okay.
Checkers is good.
Yeah, McDonald's is pretty bad.
Probably the worst.
Yeah.
I had a burger.
Ironically,
at a real place
Burger
today.
King doesn't make good burgers.
No, they're king of like McDonald's burgers, but of nobody else's burgers. So I went to McDonald's and they had like a cappuccino bar. I was like, what the fuck? Seriously, you guys make grease on a bun and you're gonna fucking try and serve me like gourmet coffee for like $5 a
The worst thing is breakfast at fast food places. Well, at least McDonald's and like.
Yeah, but they're like the best tasting things. I love those. I could eat those McGriddles all day long.
Yeah.
I haven't had a McGriddle.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I'd rather just go to a deli and get like an egg sandwich. It's so much better.
McGriddle is those commercials with like the stock commercial guys, right? Like the I feel like there's about 5 guys and they're in 90% of the commercials. And the McGriddle's one are like the 2 most famous ones. You got the black guy with the white features, with like the hair that sticks straight up, and then like the nerdy white guy with the glasses and the bald head.
Jay, I didn't know you were in a McDonald's.
I just thought of that too.
I have the Friar Tuck haircut, not the completely bald head. I'm trying to bring the Friar Tuck back. Because, well,
Yeah,
basically
quite the
because I have no
comb over
choice.
when I saw you last.
Yeah, no, my hair's short now. You can see
Yeah,
it on the cam.
It's weird. People always look more bald when their hair grows out longer.
Yeah, I was growing out my hair really long, and then I realized it just accentuated the bald spot. It was like a bald spot highlighter. So I cut it short. It's
You were like bald with a mullet. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, because I get like no matter how short my hair is, the back curls up at the end, even if it's an inch. So like I was growing my hair longer, and it was 3 or 4 inches, and it curled, and it looked like a super mullet. It was really no good. You can see it on the video for the 50th
No
episode.
good can come of this.
No good at all.
Basically.
So now I got the hair short, so I could just be like, that's not a bald spot, that's just the reflection of the sun.
That's your eyes. That's you're wrong.
You can't see correctly.
Go to hell and die.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Stop staring at the top of my head.
I think I'm going to use that more. Go to hell and die. Hey, Jay, I have this project.
If
for you.
someone's
Go hell
staring
and
at the
die.
top of your head, then they must be like 7 feet tall, or I don't know, or they're on a step ladder or something.
Or
What if
Jay's
I'm-
passed out in the gutter somewhere.
Well, since I decided to gain so much weight, I sit a lot. So people who are not sitting can see my scalp.
Yeah, that's true.
But I tried the whole fat thing. I think I'm going to try the mildly chubby thing.
You tried the whole spending all this money for a gym that you never go to.
Yeah, I tried that. Now I'm actually going to go to it.
Told you, we're like in between. We're like uncomfortable fat.
Yeah,
like when you get to be like the guy from like My Name Is Earl, that's like acceptable fat. But when you're just like jiggly and like what we are, it's like ew.
Yeah. We went over this. There's unattractive fat, and then there's so fat you're awesome.
Yeah, like bouncers.
Like Hurley from Lost.
Yeah, exactly. The guy from Lost, he's just like
He's awesome fat.
Yeah, he's cool fat. We're just like, if you guys went to the gym like an hour a week, you'd really like look a lot better. Like,
Yeah, you just
people just get
Or if you
annoyed
just
at us.
more McDonald's. It's
You're
like
like-
you could either go to the gym an hour a week, or just go to McDonald's 2 more times a week, and then
you're like 30 minutes a week away from being normal.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, just a little bit
one way
more
or the other.
Yeah, exactly. An extra hour a week eating or an extra hour a week working out. So I'm going to try the hour a week working out. We'll see how that works. If not, then I'll go the eating route. I also want to maybe, like, if the working out thing doesn't work, I was thinking of just gaining another 150 pounds and then
I
calling.
bet your girlfriend would love that.
Well, no, it's part of a plan.
Okay.
There's a plan behind this. And then calling up Taco Bell and saying, I want to be your Jared. And then I'll lose weight and tell them I did it all on Taco Bell. And then I'll lose weight and be rich. But you got to gain 150 pounds first. So,
Do you get your theories from Homer Simpson?
Kinda. The problem is with my luck, I would gain 150 pounds and then have a heart attack, and not get a chance to lose anything.
Or Taco Bell go bankrupt before you got a chance to.
Yeah, it's like every other company's going bankrupt, so it's not.
Yeah,
that
I
shocking.
lose 75 of the pounds, and then they go bankrupt, so then I'm just 75 pounds heavier. And then I'm on the cusp of being awesome fat, but I'm still just gross.
You're grosser than you are now.
Right.
Yeah.
Which it's not a good thing.
I got to start exercising too now that it's nice and warm because my doctor yelled at me and told me that my blood work was like off the charts bad and all kinds of bullshit.
Those damn doctors.
I have like perfect blood work, which is, fuck doctors.
I had like off the charts, like borderline dying blood work, and then I went back after a month and it was normal.
Did you do
and then
anything?
I went back another month and it was a little higher than normal, and so I'm like, fuck it, that was just a bad reading.
Yeah, you won the 2 out of 3.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
My triglycerides were like 470, and then I went back and they were like 200.
Well, triglycerides depend on what you just ate, like the day before or something.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. So, like, I was good for like a month. I was like walking and I was like not eating and not drinking, just having water and all this shit. Then it was back to normal. I was like, fuck it, I'm back to normal. I'll go back to my bad diet.
Yeah, I've been there.
They test for that shit?
What?
Triglycerides?
Yeah, it's one of the tests, but usually they look more at the cholesterol.
Yeah, I got that. Completely perfect, by the way.
It is?
Completely perfect.
Nice.
You don't sound so shocked. You're like, no. Get a second opinion.
Yeah, I beg to differ.
I see how much pasta you eat. Well, pastafarian, I can't help it. See, the thing is...
Some of it's genetics. I mean, cholesterol, like, if you're blessed, then you digest all that stuff. So.
Right. I just apparently don't digest the other stuff that makes you large.
Yeah.
Well, if I would just shit every day, I'd probably be like 30 pounds lighter, but...
Yeah, you only shit like twice a week, right?
Yeah, still on that. I got to eat more fiber, I think.
I lived with this guy. He never shits. We had this roommate who
always did.
Always shit. Always
shit when he drank. Wait, which one are we talking about?
Oh, yeah, we have 2 funny shitting roommate stories. That's
we had
awesome.
one that used to shit every time he drank.
Yeah, he would get the shits every time he drank. And we got him drunk on a work night one night, and he left the apartment, and he comes sprinting back in the apartment like 10 minutes later, and he's like banging on the door, because I think you were in the shower, Brian, or was it the other guy?
I think so, yeah.
And he's like, I need the bathroom now. So then he had to call into work with the shits. That was awesome.
That was funny.
No, we had the other one that would use like a roll of toilet paper.
Oh, yeah.
Every time he went in there. So we decided to keep our rolls of toilet paper in our bedrooms just to see what happened, because it was like a roll a day. And we're like, well, Bri shits once a week, and like I shit, but like I use a human amount of toilet paper.
Yeah.
So, we don't feel like spending, whatever it is for toilet paper every other day, because it was literally like a whole roll.
Yeah.
So we kept it in our rooms, and we'd watch, if I had to go, I'd be like, hey, bro, I checked the hallway, and he'd like, check if the coast was clear, and I'd run in the bathroom with my roll. And so, of course, the next day, the roll is completely gone. So we're like giggling because there's no spare rolls left now, because we each took our own. And the next day, on top of the toilet, there's like a stack of napkins. So we're like giggling. We're like, we live across the street from a place that sells toilet paper, by the way. It's literally just across the street. So next day, napkins are gone. We're laughing our asses off. And after that, roll of paper towels on top of the toilet. Next day, those are gone. Guess what's up there next?
Newspaper?
Computer paper. You remember that, Brian?
Yeah.
We fucking lost it. And then,
ow.
Yeah. Well, the day after the computer paper, there was 3 new rolls of toilet paper. That was a fun experiment, though.
My friend from work, like, he drinks coffee every morning, and every morning, like, 30 minutes later, he's, like, in the bathroom taking a crap. I guess, like, the coffee kind of gets things going.
Maybe coffee isn't the drink for him.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, that's not what I start my morning with. I don't like
I drink coffee. It doesn't help me.
Yeah.
If I ate or drank anything that made me shit, I would stop, because it's probably the worst part of my day. I hate it. I get so pissed off when I have to do it, but it happens all the time.
Yeah. That's why I'm happy I don't.
People love it.
I don't really think about it. I don't have, like, I don't know.
You're shit neutral?
Yeah, I'm like Switzerland when it comes to shit.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I just it's not pleasant for me.
Oh, we've sunk back to potty humor, huh?
Yeah, well, it happens.
Yeah.
Might as well hit all the dirty topics.
It does happen.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
Yeah.
I can't decide.
So-
Go
go
for
ahead.
it.
No, go ahead.
I'm
Can't
just
decide
doing
what.
We didn't plan anything, so I'm just doing stream of consciousness here. We have no game plan for the show. I figured since you haven't been back in 6 months, I'd plan absolutely nothing. Welcome back. Be fun.
I got all kinds of shit I could talk about over the past however many months it's been.
Yeah, I figure 6 months you should have a few good stories.
I'm on crazy pills now.
Are you?
Yeah,
Which ones?
Lexapro.
Oh, yeah. It's an antidepressant.
Yeah,
It must be
antidepressant kills your sex drive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Sounds
haven't
like
jerked off in ages.
really.
Oh yeah.
You miss it?
Actually, I don't, but that's probably because of the pills.
Right. No, I was on Paxil, and it doesn't kill it, but it makes it very fickle.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, let's play. I don't want to anymore. Oh, I'm ready again. Oh, nope, not anymore. And it's really
Yeah.
fun when you're with a girl and you got to explain, like, you know, it's not because you're really fat. It's because I'm on these pills.
Yeah, it
And
kind
it's
of
'cause
does
you're
that for me.
really
Like,
fat.
I have no sex drive, but like if a girl's here, like boom, I'm ready to go. But then like one of the other side effects is inability to orgasm. So it's good because I could just fuck for hours. Like, you know, hey, all right.
That actually sounds a lot better than Paxil.
Yeah, but it gives you really bad blue balls after a while. It's like,
Just take some Viagra.
what am I gonna do here?
Just take some Viagra to balance it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. Don't take more than half a pill, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot when I was down for the 50th. I wanted to get some more of that.
I think they're expired.
Yeah, they are. They're like 3 years expired, but what the
Yeah.
hell?
I mean, maybe there's still a little juice kicking in them.
Yeah.
If a pill expires, it still works a little bit, right? It just works less.
Yeah. Usually
It's just not
that's what
guaranteed,
happens.
right? Isn't that what it is?
I also have this pad of paper that can get you more.
That's true. That's true. Well, yeah.
I didn't want to bring that up when I was down.
Oh, I don't mind writing for that. That's fine. I don't care. Unless you're like 50 or 60, it's not really that risky.
Yeah, if you got a legitimate problem, then, you know.
I wrote my friend for some, and he's a doctor too. Because you're not really supposed to do it for yourself. So
I got to say,
I'll give my address.
though, now that, you know, I'm living with a person of the opposite gender, you got to be a lot more stealthy about the porn.
Yeah.
You got to, like, plan it out. It's like an event. Like, oh, you're working late? Oh, that's a shame. You're, like, figuring out what site you're going to go to, picking out the YouPorn videos. It's, you know, it's a whole different animal, you know. You don't got all day on a Saturday anymore. You got to, like, quick in and out. It's, you know.
yeah, I never even thought of that. Wow.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's a whole different ballgame now. It's, you know.
Food for thought.
I thought about when, can you guys hear that? Can you hear that, Bri? I
Hear
have
what?
Clacking.
That's in our living room.
Yeah.
So Brad probably
No,
can't.
that's not in our living room.
Huh?
It's our neighbors.
Oh, it's in the room. Oh yeah,
Are they-
that's right. You have my room now. So yeah, I always hear that.
How thin are these walls?
It's pretty thin. One time
Are they banging?
one time I think the neighbors were banging, and it was. Very
I used to
hard
hear
sleep.
my neighbors banging.
Yeah, it only happened every now and then, but it was really annoying when it did because the bed is like right. I had the bed in the same place,
Right.
and it didn't happen that often though, so it wasn't annoying. But
Can they hear the podcast right now?
I don't think so. I've never heard them
If you
talk.
can hear the podcast, call in. Jay, give them the number.
Yeah,
631-676-1181.
I've
Explain
never, I've
why.
never heard them talking, so I'm guessing they can't. But who
If
knows?
you can hear that, call that number and explain why you refuse to ever take off your high heels. Ever.
Yeah, whoever's in that room, like wears high heels 24 hours a day.
Literally, yeah. Just, you know what? I'm going to buy slippers and just put them on the doorstep. With a note that says, try these.
Or buy them like a roll of carpet.
They're much quieter.
Yeah, I'd rather just buy slippers.
Yeah.
I'd have to get like wall-to-wall carpeting because there's a lot of walking going on. But I was
The thing is, whoever it lives there, I think, gets out of work at 4 in the morning. So at 4:30 in the morning, I'd always hear clackety clack, and sometimes I just wake up from sleeping because it was pretty loud.
Maybe she's a whore. Like a real whore.
Yeah, maybe.
Guess I'll be seeing you sooner than I thought, probably.
Yeah, I'm on my way, actually. Let me set the old Bluetooth up, and I'll be on my way.
Especially if she's over 35.
Ooh, all right. So speaking of that, I've been doing a lot of dating lately.
Okay.
Going
Through
out
where?
on some-
Where are you finding these dates?
All over the place. That's not really the point of the story.
I was just wondering if you were using the internet or you were actually going out and finding.
Oh no, I use the internet. No, I don't go anywhere.
No, it's the way to
No.
do it. Seriously, you don't have to put in any effort. You click a couple buttons. You write just like,
Basically,
hey.
yeah.
You don't even have to write a big intro anymore. You just
No, you don't.
Hey, you look cool, but I want to know more about you. Let's meet up at a bar.
I have
That's
a
really it.
I have a penis.
I have a P and you have a V.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I want to be my M on some T's. Or be my L on some T's. What did I say?
Yeah, I was trying to figure that one out.
Anyway, no, the point is that, you know me, I'm a very sort of self-aware type of person, a very analytical type of guy. And, I'm always paying attention to, like, what's going on around me. And, I go home and if I go out with somebody, I'll go home and I'll analyze how the night went. Think about what I said, what I could have said, stuff like that.
For 17 hours.
What?
I said for 17 hours.
For 17 hours. Anyways, lately, I've come to a very creepy, well, not creepy, because I am creepy anyway. I've come to a very strange conclusion about myself, and I need to clear up this.
Okay.
I exhibit the physical characteristics and traits of a drug addict.
Really?
And
I never thought of you that way.
A cokehead.
But you're too fat to be a cokehead.
No, I know, but I'm very, you know me, I'm very fidgety, very nervous, sort of always not sitting still, and so I'm always like fidgeting and twitching and like my OCD, so I'm like arranging not furniture, like silverware and cups and plane and shit. And I'm also very insecure physically, and without getting into too deep of a psychological issue, I think one of the reasons that I always have facial hair is because I try to hide myself and hide my face and everything. So I'm always like playing with my face, scratching my eyes, scratching my mouth, and lately I've been scratching my nose a lot. So that would also lead
Right,
to that.
right.
So I've had people ask me that. Actually, nobody's actually brought this up. It's just stuff that I've noticed while I'm doing it. And I'm also, cranky and irritable. And when I get nervous, I talk a lot and I talk kind of fast. So I could see that there'll be a lot of people out there that think I'm a raging cokehead. Except for the fact that I never sleep. So,
No, that also goes in with it because cokeheads stay up all night
yeah,
doing coke.
well, I mean, I never sleep, so I'm always tired. So then people think I'm a pothead because I'm always walking around like I'm half stoned because I haven't slept in 4 nights. But
You've added insomnia to your repertoire?
Yeah, what are you on speed?
well, the Lexapro is supposed to help me sleep, and it did for a little while, but it sort of leveled off now.
The Paxil is like ridiculous with the sleep.
So then she put me on. She gave me trazodone too. That knocks me out, but it gives me really fucked up dreams.
I don't know what that is.
It's like
it's another antidepressant. It makes you very sleepy. That's why.
It's like an add-on.
Well, if it's anything like Paxil, it extended your REM cycle, so you're closer to the REM cycle when you wake up, so you remember your dreams more often. And that would explain a lot of shit, because I had some fucked up crazy dreams pretty much daily. So if that's what's going on when I'm sleeping, no wonder.
Yeah, I feel like I don't remember my dreams anymore, or I'm either not having them, or I haven't remembered a dream in like months.
Take Paxil for 2 weeks.
Yeah. I just realized, like, when you were talking, I'm like, you know what? I don't remember a single dream for like the last maybe even year. Like, I don't remember. It's weird.
I have really weird dreams ever since when I take trazodone. I just have like just random just like pick like a person I know and like a random event and like a random act, and that's what it is. Like
It's like dream Mad Libs.
yeah, basically.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that's fun.
So how are these dates going?
Yeah, you're all right. I
Any-
had a rough one on Saturday, which led me to some serious depression issues.
Yeah, you were being a Facebook drama queen. What-
Yeah, I am really trying not to post my innermost thoughts and feelings on Facebook, but
Why not post them on a podcast instead? I wanna-
Everyone else does. It seems like.
yeah, well, I have theories about Facebook that we don't have enough time to get into. Maybe the next time I'm on, we'll talk about them. But I had a date. When it was, it took me like a month to meet this girl, and then another month to see her, and we just met for drinks, and then another month to get together, where it was sort of implied that we were going to get to, hook up or whatever. And I don't know if it was because I was up all night Friday night because I had another crazy night, or my medication, or just the fact that I was nervous, or what. But I had a little problem rising to the occasion, so
it happens.
I was pretty miserable about that.
Well, the medication does fuck with that stuff. So
no, I know it was just sort of embarrassing that
Yeah, it's
away.
If anybody has never been in that position, you don't know, but it's not the most pleasant of things.
Yeah, it's not something to control either. Girls are always like, "Oh, what's It's like, fuck you. You're just a dumb bitch. You don't know anything."
That'll win some points.
Well, I mean, I've been, there's plenty of girls that can't get off either. So
Yeah,
no, I mean, she was cool with it and everything. And what depressed me was that I didn't hear from her for a couple days. So I was like, being a woman, and I was overanalyzing everything. Like, oh fuck, yeah. She was lying. Yeah, she's really pissed off. But I heard from her, and things are all right. Hopefully, we'll get together again. So
there you go.
There you go. Big drama over nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'll go back to generic Facebook posts, so nobody will wonder what's going on with my life.
Yeah, I figured you'd just tell me on the podcast, so I didn't even ask.
It really wasn't anything. Like, I was telling people, I was talking to a couple people about it, and they're just like, who cares? And I was like, well, I care because it's embarrassing. I don't need that getting out.
Because it's horribly demeaning.
Because it's what?
Horribly demeaning.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want their reputation to get out, but now I've just told it on a podcast, so...
Well, I mean, yeah, you prefaced it with the fact that you're on medication and shit, so,
Shows what happens when you stream of consciousness here. You can just say anything you want.
Exactly. I think I like this better than actually planning out topics and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's kind of flowing pretty good.
Well, because when I do news stories, like, I say the news story, and then, like, nobody has anything funny or witty to say, so then I just go to the next news story.
You get the news stories anywhere, though,
Yeah, I don't know if I've just...
There's enough bad late-night stand-up shows, or, late-night comedy shows doing the news.
Yeah.
Well, some people just don't bring it to the table when they, they need that story to, like, kickstart their talking mechanism, their vocal...
The thing that makes people talk.
I gotta stop drinking rum, Jesus.
Word.
Sentence-forming apparatus?
No, it's funny that way.
Yeah, maybe we should start doing like 2-hour shows so I can be like a complete mess for the second hour and just see what happens.
Yeah, one time I was like finished with a
Didn't
meal.
we try that at the 50th show?
Yeah, we did. I realized that if I have too many drinks, I say way too much. So I had to cut like 10 minutes of out of the 50th episode.
And if you have too many people in the same room at the same time.
Yeah, then the levels get maxed out and you have to cut out half the shit. Also, if you try and do a show that's completely impossible to pull off.
Yeah, that was technically very hard.
With random people that said they were coming and didn't come and all kinds of stuff.
I can barely pull this show off when
everything goes as planned.
Yeah, I mean, right now this is like the simple setup.
I almost had to cancel. I already canceled. Good thing the doc stepped in.
I know.
Yeah.
We can't go 2 weeks without a show now. This is, we're the...
Yeah, I mean,
I'd like to get back into a regular rotation.
Well, you're doing pretty well today, so, maybe we could work something out.
All right.
I'd like to, you're on probation because you quit last time, so...
I understand,
Better than never showing up, though.
Yeah.
There's plenty of guests that, are probably better than me, so, every 3 or 4 weeks is fine with me.
Maybe the person who canceled last week will show up when he lives here.
Maybe, but I don't know.
Probably not.
I'm flaky beyond belief.
A lot of people are like that, so...
I know, like, a lot of flaky people. Is it just, like, a lot of people are flaky, or am I...
I think a lot of people are flaky, because most of the people I know are pretty flaky.
I'm just not extraordinarily flaky-centric.
I think we're less flaky than most people, so it seems like everyone else is more flaky, because they are.
Right.
Hey, I'd like to ask you guys a serious question.
Go for it.
Serious, sort of funny. We're all about the same age. Doc, you're...
Same age.
Same age, yeah.
Same age.
His
Well,
birthday is 3 weeks after yours.
Oh, okay. And you guys have known each other your whole life. Jay, I've known you for like 10, 12 years now. So we have sort of similar life experiences anyway.
In 13 years, that's crazy.
Are women hotter now than they were 10 years ago? Like, everybody's hot all of a sudden. Is it just me? Am I just extra
I think it's
horny?
just you. I think it's me too. But like, I think as you get older, everyone seems hotter.
I don't remember everybody being so hot all the time. I remember in college, like, everybody was like, we pointed out all the ugly people. Now it's like, I can't find the ugly people.
I feel like it goes in waves. There'll be some days where I get on the subway and there's literally like 20 hot girls on the subway.
Yeah,
like
and
everybody.
Sometimes you get on and it's like everyone is like a troll.
Yeah,
like it's like this is what people look like.
You guys would be more exposed because you're in New York and there's more out there. But it's like I see like high school kids walking around. I'm like, shit, they're gonna be hot in a couple of years. See like college kids are like, damn, they're hot. You see older women, they're hot. It's like
I find
where the hell
it's like
people come from?
I find it's like mood related. You know, like some days it's like everyone looks hot, and some days like no one looks hot. And I think that's got to be me more than.
No, I do think people are getting hotter because, like, high school yearbook, you can go back. Those are real. Those are photographs where people are dolled up and looking their best. And we have 3 good-looking girls in our whole senior class.
Our school was bad.
Out of like 150 or something.
No, our school was bad.
And it's true. Going out now, like, they're everywhere. It's like it's ridiculous. Like, I just want to go home and watch porn by the time I get to work. It's like it's crazy. I don't know if it's in the milk or what's going on here. They're definitely dressing better too. That might be part of it.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just putting
I also think like as you get older, like I mean I think your perceptions change.
We just became dirty old men and everyone's hot.
I think I don't know. I feel like myself like, I have different standards than I did like 10 years ago, definitely.
You know what I think it is? I think people are putting in a little bit less effort, and I think that's hotter. Because,
I hate like a lot of makeup. Like that's bad.
Right. That. Like when we were kids, like the cool thing to do was to like if you're going to the grocery store to get milk, you would put on like a pound of makeup and do your hair, and now people are just looking like they normally do. And I think
I don't understand makeup
helps.
in general. Like I understand a little bit to like drown out your blemishes and whatever, but the people who put on like any makeup that's noticeable, like
not a fan.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't. It like looks fake and it doesn't help.
I don't like those stupid lines they draw on the side of their eyes.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of that either.
I think the only makeup you should wear is stuff that's not noticeable, but like the makeup that you could see, like this person's wearing makeup, it doesn't look good.
Yeah. I also think there's such a like sexual exploitation of society. Like older women now are sort of. Instead of just like being moms and whatever, they're sort of embracing it and dressing hotter and kind of going with it.
Well, a lot of people like get these procedures done too. Like my friend who's a doctor, like he does all these procedures and there's a huge demand for it. Like, people can't find enough doctors to do these procedures. Like, like collagen, Botox, all that stuff, And
I've never seen anybody with the collagen that looked good.
No, I don't like it either, but,
Scaries.
I mean, I don't know. I just wouldn't do it because I think it makes people look worse, but,
There's this lady outside where I work, and she's got to be pushing 50, if not 50, and she wears boob shirts every day. Like, so low cut, and I'm just like, really? Do we have to do that every single day? But, I don't know, I think in general, people are dressing a little better. Back to your... the lines on the sides of the eyes.
Yeah.
Doesn't that just look like crow's feet? Like, didn't people used to try to hide the wrinkles in the side of the eyes?
I think that's what it is, though. If they have wrinkles, they put lines instead, thinking that'll look better.
Did they, like, fill in the crow's feet with, like, marker? And, like, oh, no, it's marker. I'm not a wrinkly bitch.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. Maybe it does it for some. And the fake tan has to go too.
I know.
I can't wait for all these like college girls to have skin cancer in a couple of years. Oh, I can't wait so I can walk by the hospital.
I don't even get that. Like tanner is better. I mean, I could see it to a point, but I mean, I don't know. I guess
especially in the summer when everybody's tan, but in the middle of winter when We're all pale.
Yeah, it looks weird.
I
mean, even I'm pale, and I'm always brown, you know? Yeah. I'm pale in the winter.
Yeah, you're not fooling anybody. There's this guy at work who came in completely brown today, and I'm just like, really? You know, it's freaking March.
No, fake tans look really bad. You know,
they do.
You can tell.
Everybody you meet who tans says, "Oh, well, I only do it, you know, a couple of times, and it looks good on me." It really doesn't.
No.
It looks shitty on everybody.
We asked you about it because it looks like shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, brah, just getting a base, brah.
Yeah.
No, I get a base because I get sun poisoning if the sun comes out.
you get sun poisoning if like a beam of light comes into your room.
I have the photos to prove it too. So
if you're going on vacation to Brazil, okay, I'll let you. You know, you can go tanning for a couple of times, but
I'm not going to come out looking like orange.
Yeah.
The one thing I can't find attractive, no matter how hot the girl is, it brings her down like 3 or 4 points, is the beauty mark piercing. I think it's so aggravating.
About that for years.
Well, it's still horrible, and I think it's getting more popular, not less popular. I saw 3 of them today. It's just not. I don't get the point of it. It's gross.
Yeah, I don't get it. I thought that was just like actual like those weren't piercings. I thought like people.
Are people turned on by that?
I don't see them a lot where I am. So
631-676-1181. If anybody likes those goddamn beauty mark piercings, I want to hear why.
Is it that obvious that they're I can't tell. I mean, I don't know.
No, it's a big silver. It's like a silver stud or a gold stud.
Yeah,
it's not like
okay.
they make it look like a mole.
Yeah,
it's a shiny stud.
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
Nobody.
Oh, I have a story actually. I went to a Starbucks, close to where I work. Anyway, my friend starts talking to this girl. You know, he's like, like just starting conversation. He's like, oh, you know, you live around here, blah blah blah.
So you like coffee?
Yeah, well, yeah, whatever. And then I don't know. Somehow it's like, oh, what are you doing with your life? And she's like, oh, I'm going to go to school to study necrophilia. And we were like, what is that? She's like, no, it's the study of death. I'm like,
no, that's where you fuck corpses, right?
No, what was it? It was something like that. No, it wasn't necrophilia. It was like something like necro something.
Necronomicus.
It was like this, whatever the word was.
Necromania.
It was a study of like dead things.
Oh, so she wasn't fucking the corpses.
No, she was just studying them. She's like, I'm fascinated by dead things.
Rigor mortis. Hey.
I'm like, are you serious? You're gonna go to school? We're like, how much school is that? She's like, it's 2 more years. I'm like, you're gonna go to school for 2 years to study death, and who's gonna pay you?
I'll give you a course right now. Yep, still dead. Yep. See this one? It's also dead.
She's like, oh, there's all this stuff going on. I'm like, yeah, like bacteria are eating you.
It's just bugs and bones.
Yeah, it's not that exciting. And this person is actually, I don't know. She was like, seriously, we went on for like 20 minutes about this, and I was like, people are going to pay you to do what now?
Morbid creep.
Mm-hmm. And she's never seen Dexter. I was like,
well, all right. That throws out her validity.
Yeah, it's like, come
on. Anyway, are you still there, Bri?
Yeah, you guys were getting choppy, so I was closing out the internet to see if it was my side or your side.
Could be Stickum. Stickum fucks up every 5 seconds.
Yeah, but you should be having the audio through Skype, right?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Stickum likes to eat 90% of your bandwidth, even if you're just
it's a weird site.
Watching it.
Sound a little better now. So.
Yeah, I remember on the 50th episode, I was trying to have it out there, and it crashed like every 10 minutes. It was like it was like technical support, and I quit after a drink because I didn't want to do it anymore. It's like I'm too drunk to do this shit.
Yeah, you were a good host, Bri. You're the only one who refilled drinks.
Well, you know.
Speaking
I was
of which,
yeah.
See it?
Well, the show's almost over anyway. Brought the perfect amount of Captain this time. So next Wednesday will be another show.
Again?
Yeah, I gotta do it again. I don't know.
Gonna actually have somebody join you this time?
You know, I really don't know anymore. I'm not announcing who's going to be on the show anymore because 2 weeks in a row, whoever I announced was just not on the show. 50% of who I announce is on the show. That 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, well, all right, 33%, 66%. Don't make me do drunk math, you fuck.
All right. Settle down. Oh, Northeastern's on Saturday. They made the college hockey tournament.
I thought you meant like the basketball thing. I'm like, no way.
The hockey, they're playing Saturday at 4, I think, on ESPNU.
Our stupid old college for jerks.
Yeah.
Don't you still owe them money?
Well, I'm paying off my student loans, but that's normal. But I'm still banned.
10 years later.
From no, it's not 10 years. It's a 5-year school, and so
I've been 10 years.
I have 2 years left.
No, I'm just saying. Well, since you graduated.
Yeah, it's only been 8. Anyway, I'm still banned from 7 buildings on that campus, so I will not be attending that game, or probably any event they have.
It's not at Eastern anyway. It's in Indiana or somewhere, I think.
He just wanted you to watch it. Not.
Yeah.
I'm not watching shit for them. They still call me for money.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, I worked a temp job for 7 years. What did your degree get me?
Yeah, exactly.
So you're saying you're not going to give us money? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what? If I look back on it, I probably wouldn't have gone to college.
Yeah, it kind of didn't really do anything.
Absolutely.
Except I never would have met you if I didn't go to college, or if you didn't go to college.
Yeah, you wouldn't have had all the stories.
No, that's true. No, it was good life experience, and I met a lot of friends that I still have today. But as far as advancing my career and shit, I mean, it was some of the best times of my life. But as far as advancing my life, it did nothing. It would have been cool to go. Maybe I should have just went until I got suspended and never went back, or maybe gone that 3rd year.
Maybe not.
No, you know what? It was all fun. Fuck it.
Yeah,
No regrets.
maybe you shouldn't have gotten drunk every weekend. Maybe that was part of it.
Maybe you shouldn't have got suspended, and then you could have been.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have got framed.
That's true.
I didn't even do what I got suspended for, so it's what happens when there's 4 fat girls and you have a roommate who's the only one in the whole campus that fucks them, and then he does something horrible, and then they come to his rescue, even though he did it. He's the only one who fucks our fat asses. And when I say fat, these girls were fucking gross. Not just your normal plumpers.
They ate 3 other freshmen to become that size.
It was pretty horrible. One of them friend requested me. Can you believe that?
No way. Which one?
The leader. The leader of the herd. Yep.
Huh.
Yeah.
She's still alive, huh?
Yeah, still alive, and our old roommate is friends with them. So the conspiracy grows. I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Our old roommate that moved to North Carolina?
Maybe. Our old roommate that we told the toilet paper story about.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where anybody moves to.
Thought he was moving somewhere down south. I saw it on...
Don't know.
He visit all them anyway.
Are you guys doing Twitter?
No, I refuse to.
I don't understand Twitter. What is it?
It is an entire site that is your status message on Facebook.
Yeah, that's
but
what
it's
I
a whole
figured.
site.
What do you how do you? Is there only one Twitter site, or is there different Twitter sites?
No, there's just one Twitter site.
One.
But there's a whole bunch of sites that will enhance your Twitter experience.
Okay, yeah, that's what I didn't get. I'm so what do you just log on, and then if you have Facebook, do you have to redo everything, get all the friends back on Twitter, or how does it work?
Yeah, no, your Facebook friends aren't your Twitter friends.
Okay, so you got to start all over.
Right.
Yeah.
You make new friends that are Twitterific.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
I don't know. All the kids are doing it, so I joined.
No, I know. I've heard it a lot. I was just confused as to how it works.
Yep. Well, if anybody's interested, twitter.com/Brink of Sanity. Hilarious Twitters all the time.
Nobody's interested.
Not really, no. It's kind of I just say...
I feel like everything is about different ways to text, like texting, like Facebook, Twitter, everything is just, it's the next week there'll be a different thing,
I do like Twitter's better than texting, though.
Yeah.
I don't do it for my phone, so because I just very anti-texting. But I don't know. Twittering, like the whole concept of it is completely awful and nothing I would ever do. But I'm strangely compelled to Twitter.
Yeah.
I think that's the whole thing of it.
Yeah.
It's awful, but like you kind of feel like you have to.
It doesn't seem that creative at all, but I guess everyone seems to like it.
Well, the whole game is you only get a certain amount of characters you're allowed to type. So saying something interesting in the limited amount of space.
That's good. Limiting space is good.
Mm-hmm. They all have to be short and sweet. Still not very exciting.
No, I was thinking like Facebook is so annoying because you have to like see what people like think all day. It's like most of it's not interesting.
Well, if you follow me on Twitter, then you'll know when we go live because I linked Stick'em to my Twitter and then my Twitter to my Facebook.
Jay, you're part of the problem. You're not part of the solution.
Definitely.
We'll save my Facebook rant for my next episode.
All right. We usually do a Facebook rant every 2 or 3 episodes. So let me do.
I'm also, it was like, oh God, I don't even know when it was now. It was in January. You did a show with somebody, I don't remember who it was, but you guys were talking about lesbians.
Uh-huh.
And you were wondering why lesbians go after like manly looking girls or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I am in the process of coming up with a theory that answers that question, and on my next episode I will unleash my theory.
You're really pushing for me to invite you back, huh?
Well, you know, it's called cliffhangers, Jay.
It's like the 5th cliffhanger we've gotten today. We got theories and rants.
I have
foiled
a theory
Jay's plan of never inviting you again.
I have a theory that I've been working on for a while now that answers it's one theory, and it answers some of life's most curious questions, including why do lesbians go after manly looking women?
So you have one theory that ties a bunch of shit together?
Exactly, yes. I was trying to work it into a stand-up comedy bit, but I kind of lost interest in doing that, so I'll unveil the theory next time.
All right.
I'm trying to answer some more questions with it. I've got like 3 or 4 that it fits.
Post on the forums, brinkofsanityshow.com, and then forums, I guess. Yeah, we got some stuff going on there, but help Rye out with his theory. Post on there. You came up with the idea for the March Madness, and then you never joined.
I didn't get your email till after it started.
I see.
And so, it locks you out after a certain point.
Was kicking Martin's ass until the second round. Losing very badly now. I have no idea about college basketball.
Yeah. The players change so often, too. It's like, how are you supposed to know?
I've seen maybe one college game ever, so I just picked random shit. And I picked a lot of upsets, and there was a lot of upsets in the first round, but then the upset theory doesn't work in the second round, apparently.
No, it's one and done, usually.
Yeah.
One and done, yeah.
So that didn't work out too good. We went to college with somebody who turned into a me monster, and I'm getting a little sick of it.
Who? Explain yourself. You don't have to name names. Tell me what they're doing to make it a me monster.
Well, every time you say, hey, how's it going? It's just like, me this, I'm doing that, me this, and then goodbye. Like, doesn't give a shit what you're doing about.
Male, female?
Female, worked with at the radio station.
Short hair?
Yeah. Just,
Just added her to Facebook, I believe.
Yeah, don't. Because you'll get...
New York?
Yeah, you'll get no... It's like... The world does not revolve around you. I don't need these, chain emails telling all about yourself. It's like, really? You couldn't put any effort in. You have to send a chain mail. Just, hey, this is what's going on in the world of me. Really? The world of you?
Like you're that interesting anyway.
Here's the world of ignore on Facebook.
World of have a good life.
You know what? Where's that remove option? Fired from my friends list.
Live on Jay's podcast. He removes one friend.
Every podcast, I'm going to remove a shitty friend.
That's a good idea. At the end of
yeah, it's not bad. I should start doing that.
Mm-hmm. If I had any idea how to work Facebook, every time you learn how to work Facebook,
you're friends with that dude from high school.
Well, the new one is terrible.
It's like every time you figure out how to use it, they change around everything, and then you spend another 3 months figuring out where everything is.
Yeah, the new one, I have no idea what's going on. Like,
it's awful. It posts everything everybody does. They take those stupid surveys, and my whole thing is boring people with no jobs taking surveys.
I hate this new format, whatever it is. And it's stupid.
And if anybody requests friends with me, I will delete you if you give me a piece of flair.
I'm amazed at how much time I spent on Facebook, even though I hate it.
Well, we got to save that for next time. That was one of Bry's cliffhangers. So I think that about wraps it up for today.
Okay.
I'm happy with this episode.
Yeah, that was good.
This is a good episode. So we'll be back next Wednesday at 7:30 with one person who will cancel and one person who won't.
And maybe Jay is the one who won't.
Yeah, and maybe the doc, even though you'll be in Long Island and you won't be here.
I actually will.
Oh. Another vacation? You son of a bitch.
Now that I'm working 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, you're working 2 whole weeks in a row. Breaking my heart. 631-676-1181. Leave a voicemail so we can talk about it on the next show. Twitter.com/BrinkOfSanity, BrinkOfSanityShow.com. Subscribe on iTunes, and writing a review on iTunes helps a lot. So if you could do that, that would be cool. I'm not going to mention voting yet because that happens next Wednesday or Thursday, something like that.
What's today? Wednesday?
Today is the 25th.
It'd be Tuesday, I guess, wouldn't it?
It's 31 days in March.
Yep.
I believe so.
So next Wednesday.
Possibly.
Yes, next Wednesday is the voting starts.
Yes, Wednesday.
Once again, drunk math does not work. So thanks for coming on, Bri.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, anytime. I think this went very well.
Fun times.
So do you guys have anything else you want to add before we go?
Did anybody go to the Beard and Mustache Championships in New York last weekend?
Did not. Totally missed it.
I wanted to go really, really bad, but I'm not speaking to a friend of mine who actually put the whole thing together. And I didn't want to deal with the drama of having to deal with him by going. But I guess I got write-ups in the New York Times and New York Post and a couple
You couldn't
other
just
papers.
go and just not talk?
I mean, it would have been hard to not see him because he was probably all over the place.
Right.
If I wore a mask or something, I could have hid in the back, but it sounded like it was a lot of fun. And I went to the one in 2006 in some place in New York, and it was a lot of fun. So kind of bummed that I didn't go, but whatever, maybe next year. Plus, I don't have a beard at the moment.
Yeah,
so.
I was gonna say. Last time I saw you didn't have a beard.
I have yet to go, but I would like to.
Yeah, it's fun. It's last time I went, there was a lot of girls there, surprisingly.
Were they wearing like fake beards and stuff?
Yeah, a couple of them were.
That's strangely hot.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Real beards on women, not so much. Fake beards, kind of hot.
Yeah.
All right,
so that happened last week, and I missed it, but whatever. So
I think I'll play you guys out with some more pirate rap.
Oh, good. And in this corner, Randy the Macho Man Savage.
It's never do a Slim Jim.
So what you gonna do? Scurvy crew coming through with the best of the best, sailing down the avenue. From the seas to the streets, we come and steal in your chest. If you be in our way, you best get under the decks. Cause we flowing like the ocean, give your Navy a test. Be the only
Uptown Gang?
from the east to the west. From the seas to
Captain Dan and the Scurvy Crew.
from the seas to the streets.
Sounds like Uptown Gang.
From the seas to the streets. The most wanted